Here are 5 signs, not actually five, more than 5. So if you have any of these signs, if you have 2, 3, or more than 3, then you more than likely, have low or below average testosterone level. So that's what we are going to talk about today. Signs that you have high testosterone. If you don't have them, then I'm sorry for you, then you don't have high testosterone levels. So if you have them, then it's okay. So before we talk about that, what up, welcome to my channel. It's your boy Jonathan. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, which is most important, so that you can be part of the community, so that you never miss a video whenever I upload. With that out of the way, let's get into it. So sign number 1 is a lot of body hair. So if you're walking around with a lot of hair, beards, like this, like me, chest, arms, legs, if you have a lot of hair, then that means that you have high testosterone levels. The inverse is actually to, if you are not the inverse actually, if you are balding, you know that most it causes premature balding. So that is also the second sign of having high testosterone levels. So there's no actually like study scientists working it out, like showing that it actually really like 100%. So not everyone you see balding doesn't mean that they have high testosterone levels, but if you see them balding and then they have the other signs that I'm going to mention in this video, then that means that they actually have high amounts of testosterone levels. So the second sign, I'm using my phone here, I don't want to forget some sheets. So the second sign is that your ring finger, this one, where you put the ring, or you put your cheeks ring when you get married, for you now is longer than your index finger, this one. I don't know if it's inverse on the camera, but your ring finger, you know which one it is. If it's longer than your index finger, then that means that you have high amounts of testosterone. It's like when the baby is still young in the womb. So if he or she gets exposed to a lot of testosterone hormone, then it actually grows longer than the index finger. Or actually, it can be a bit longer than this one, than the middle finger. If it's like that, then that's a motherfucker with a lot of testosterone right there. Anyways, high high amounts of body on the hair, like a beard. If you're able to grow a completely full beard, I'm an example of what I'm talking about. If you're able to grow a full beard and then a lot of hair, then you have a lot of testosterone. So those are the the two signs. And then the second one is the index finger. I talked about that. And then the third sign is having having a deep voice. It makes sense. You cannot be seeing a nigga with a lot of testosterone levels and then they actually talk like a girl. So it doesn't correlate. Male voice supposed to be bigger than the female voice. So it actually makes a lot of sense. The other sign is low body fat. So if you are, I'm not talking about skinny guys, those guys that look like they don't eat. Those ones is it's their own thing right there, maybe genetics or something like that. But if you find it hard to put on weight, to gain weight, not to weight. You know, there are people that are like they look big, but not like that, like fat and then unhealthy fats. You know what I'm talking about, like fat here, having teeth or some other shit, or fat around the stomach. If you actually like don't, it's hard for you to get fat like me. It's hard for me to get fat unless I'm bulking or I'm intentionally trying to get weight, which is bulking. You're intentionally trying to gain weight and then cut. Once you bulk and then you cut and then you build muscles. Unless I'm doing that, that's the only part I can get fat. That's the only way I can get fat. So if you're one of those individuals that it's hard for you to gain weight, or if you do gain weight, then you see it as if you are gaining weight, but then at the same time you are gaining muscles. So your metabolism is really high. All that, all the food, the calories you are consuming, they are not being turned into excess fat. They're actually being used by the body, the metabolism and other things, and then they are being turned into muscle directly. Fat, calories, straight into muscles. There's nothing like fat. Once you know those things they taught us in school, like if you have a lot of you have a lot of fat, that fat will be stored as energy reserves most. And then once you are like starving or something, the fat will be used by the body. And then once the fat is finished, they use the muscles. And then once the muscles are messed up, then they use the organs, and then you die. So it's an example most. So that's how it happens. But then if your metabolism is high, then the metabolism is high, which correlates to the testosterone levels, then it directly into muscles. And then the other sign of having high testosterone levels is actually high sex drive. So if you find that you know what I'm talking about, high sex drive, you just want to fuck a chick. You have a lot of high sex drive. I don't know if you're a chick, then maybe if you're a girl and then you have that sign, I don't know. It happens. It's okay. So if you're a man and then you have high sex drive, wake up in the morning, the man is standing up, things like that, then you actually have high amounts of testosterone levels. So the other sign, I don't know if I'm running out of signs here, but I think I have them all. Those here you are driven. You know what I'm talking about. You like things being done this way. You like doing things this way. You just want direction in your life. You are not like sleeping there. You just don't care about your life. It's not like that. If you are like you know what you want and then you're doing whatever it takes to get to that desired outcome or to get to that desired goal, then you are more than likely, not more than likely, 100% you have high testosterone levels, because niggas without testosterone won't put up all the work. It requires energy, it requires focus. So that means you have high amounts of testosterone. And then this like a side thing that I thought about and considered and wanted to talk about it. Fuck.